Well, hello everybody. Had quite a few questions over the years about what I take when I do a basic bushcraft trip. So over here I have a cord management system, rapid deploy ridge line made out of 550 cord, 3 Prusik knots. And then I have assorted pre-made hanks of cord made up, 550 cord, 2, 4, 6, 7, and then 4, 5 of the bank line, 36 pound, not 36 pound, but number 36 bank line. I also take a roll of bank line with me. The council tools, boy's axe, a little bit of 36 bank line here. These, I don't know why my video stopped. This council tool axe, you'll see the hash marks on there. It's 1-inch increments in case you need to measure something. My silky gomboy wouldn't have any other saw than this right here. It is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. My hemlock knives. Josh Schooler made this for me. It is an awesome, awesome all-around camp knife. Holds an edge like you wouldn't believe. I've never curled this edge. All I have to do is strop this and I'm back to razor sharp. Not the highest carbon content steel, but it is enough that you can use it to strike flint and get a spark. He made the sheath as well. Attached to the sheath, I keep 2 sail needles right back here and a nail, 16 penny nail, sail needles right here, duct tape to the sheath. My Swiss Army knife Ranger has a fixed blade. I'm not sure the dimensions on that, but it's close to 3.5 inches or 4 inches. Has a saw blade as well, which phenomenally it'll cut through anything you want it to. Screwdriver bottle opener, another bottle opener, another small flathead. That's actually pretty sharp. And then of course tweezers and a toothpick, and that's really all you need. Multi-tools are great, but not very often you're going to do that. I always have a bearing block. This is actually fatwood that I will be using as a bearing block for friction fires. My Mora knife, this is a Garberg. I don't think you can get a better made knife for bushcraft than a Mora Garberg. Absolutely damn near indestructible. This is a stainless steel. It actually throws a spark on a ferro rod really well. Tent stakes, yes, you can make tent stakes, and if you feel like whittling in the evenings, you can. I carry tent stakes just for quickness. These are actually kind of neat. They've got many different ways you can anchor them, so you can pretty much drive them in any way you want to do. Run any length of rope you want through it, and you're good to go. Fire starting, I've had this lighter for years and years. It's a butane lighter. Has a compass on it. I don't even know if that compass is worthwhile, but it's waterproof. 6-inch ferro rod. You can't go wrong with a 6-inch ferro rod. This is, I believe, 1/2-inch diameter. Tape on the end. Then I put something to hold on to it just so I can keep a hold of it. AAA batteries. I'm going to be switching over, I think, to a rechargeable system. Looking at getting a solar charger. Headlamp. Everybody has their preference for a headlamp. This one actually has done me pretty well, and it lasts about 4 trips, depending on how many days they are. Usually about 2-day, 2-night trips. I can get about 4 trips out of it. Rope. I don't always carry rope. When when you're carrying some paracord and some bank line, it's not always necessary. Over here, we have our fire kit, which is a steel, flint, and a lens to gather sunlight and start a fire. Comes in a little pouch. Write in the rain notebook. It's always nice to take notes. I use Pentel mechanical pencils, always have. Big fan of them. These are just some notes from the last Pathfinder school class I took. In fact, I think they gave me this. I have a bigger notebook that I use that I also take notes in. Sun 2 MC2 Global Compass. You can't go wrong with these compasses. There's a reason Dave Canterbury suggests them and makes them mandatory for his classes. You can't go wrong with a Sun 2 MC2. I do keep it in a 10, which you can obviously see, but just to keep it protected. And if you ever need to make char cloth, you can. I'm a big proponent of safety glasses, in the woods anyway. I have 3 different shades. Yellow. These actually, in dawn and dusk, really brighten up what you can see up close and at distance, which makes it a lot easier on your eyes. It comes with a set of clear lens and shade lens. Especially at night, if you're maneuvering at night, it's always nice to have sunglasses or safety glasses on, just to protect your eyes from that errant twig that might pop over. Bush hat. Can't beat a bush hat. And over here I have charging cables and a 30,000 milliamp charger. The Schmog. Everybody has a reason and a use for a Schmog. Can't go wrong with it. I like to stuff mine and make it a pillow every night. Over here I always keep some type of first aid kit. This happens to be mine. It has antibacterial wipes, gloves, antiseptic wipes, band-aids, first aid cream, Dayquil, NyQuil, decongestant, antidiarrheal, sponge gauze, scissors, bandage rolls, taxiderm, tape, paper pencil, ace wrap. It's kind of homemade, but it does the trick pretty well. Bug spray. I treat everything with permethrin. I'll do my bed rolls, my tarp, my pack, my clothes with permethrin, and then I'll use bug spray on my exposed skin. And I don't put the permethrin on and wear my stuff right away or use it right away. I'll let it sit for a day or so, and it'll last until you wash it, probably even after you wash it. This is my food and drinks for 3 days, for a 3-night. This is pemmican. I make this myself. I'll actually split this up into thirds and mix it with instant potatoes and add a bouillon cube. And that makes a very, very hearty meal. Tastes just like ribeye. Hardtack. You got to soak this in water or it will chip your teeth. 4 halfway decent sized pieces. Got to have my coffee. Cream and sugar, I just mix that all together and put it in a tin. And then Propels. I like Propels, and I also like the IV, liquid IV. And then, of course, coffee. Have really gotten to like Nescafe's Taster Choice and all their flavors. Seems to do the trick pretty well. For water purification, I use a Grail. Now, in some of the areas I go to, they suggest that you not use or collect any water because of heavy minerals. So when I go to those particular areas, I carry a lot of water. I'll fill up 2 of these. This has, of course, it's the Pathfinder single wall stainless with a cup, and then just a little fire pit if you need it. Works actually really well if you're going to use twigs and such. But I'll carry 2 gallons of water easily for a 2-day trip, probably more. Spoon, fork, bottle holder. My tarp. This is a, oh, which one is this one? This is not the Tent Smith. It's the Spanish one. I forget the name of it. It's a 10 by 10, which is plenty. Actually, more than enough. You can literally, depending on the configuration you put it in, you can use half of it for a ground lay, and the other half is a tent or an overhang, an A-frame, whichever one you want. Then my rucksack. This is a GP large, and it's got enough room that I can actually throw my bug out bag in here and have everything else on my outside patches. So part of the system that I run with is I have a bug out bag, a get home bag, and I have my quote unquote bushcraft bag. And I can throw my bug out bag in my bushcraft bag and have everything that's in my bug out bag plus my bushcraft, which is plenty enough gear and supplies for what I need. I also have a little fanny pack. It's not even a fanny pack, it's a military issue. I'm not even sure what they call this one, but you can clip it onto either the Alice pack or onto a belt or LBE system, whichever one you choose. The poncho. I can't remember this camo pattern, but this is an Army issue poncho I got from a Army Navy surplus store. A little pricey, but it's a heck of a lot better than anything else, unless you're going to go with something like a frog tog. As far as weight goes, frog togs can't be beat, other than the fact that they itch. If you're in a t-shirt, just plan on it catching and itching your skin, at least for me. Whoopee. If you've been in the military, you know the whoopee. Can't go wrong with a whoopee. And then one other comfort item is my ground pad, which is knee pad, butt pad, whichever you like. I also sometimes throw in a ground pad, and I have several different ones. I have the semi-inflatable ones. I have an Army issue ground mat. Even have a yoga mat that works very well. So that's a rundown of my down and dirty bushcraft pack. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Thanks.